Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the bold and the beautiful edition. Today is Friday, yay, July the 1st, 2022. And okay, let's just get right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give Carter, Paris, and Quinn the 10, and they can just share it with everybody else because that's what I was interested in today. Y'all know I love Sheila and Taylor, but get off the screen so I can see more of this wedding. So let's just jump right into it. So we see Donna's went over there. Brooke is still not there, but she's went over there to see Brooke, and Katie is there. And so Katie said, "What's this glow? Why you seem so happy?" So she finally lets the cat out the bag that she been messing with Eric, and now they can be together. And Donna and Katie was like, "Wow, wait!" And she said, "No, no, no. He and Quinn are not together anymore." And she says, "Well, I know Quinn had that, affair with Carter and everything." She said, "Yeah, and Eric just couldn't get past that." And so, and she said, "Plus Quinn loves Eric." She said Quinn was bolting out there trying to stop a wedding. And Katie said, "What?" Katie, me. Katie is me. Like, I'm like, "What?" And she said, "Yeah, she's trying to stop the wedding." Eric told her to go for it. She said they just friends or whatever. And so they just talk about, that whole thing or whatever. That's it with them. I'm not about to hold you long on people that really, they were just there to fill up some story. So, so that we could anticipate the whole wedding fiasco. So that's it with him. So then we go to Taylor and Thomas, and Taylor, my girl, but I was like, what is this scene for? Y'all could have did this all week long or whatever. Now you want to do it now. And they're just talking about the same thing they've been talking about for the last few months, y'all, that dad is going to come home to you, mom. Dad is going to realize what a good thing he has. Dad is going to come home and everything's going to work out. You know what? Before Carter did this whole mess, I would have said yes, that's true. But now after this Carter mess, I don't know, Taylor. I don't know if you're gonna win him, girl, because he might look at it like, Carter, you made a commitment. You know you love Quinn, and you was wrong for using Taylor. I mean, wrong for using Paris like that. And he might look at himself like, I'm married to Brooke, so I need to just go ahead and stay married to Brooke. I don't know. At this point, it's been drug out so long, dragged out so long. I don't even care. I just want to get to the wedding, so I'm done with them. That's all they talking about, is how they want Ridge to, come with them, and how they're Ridge has beefed up security. Katie and Donna say the same thing. Ridge has beefed up security for Brooke as well as Taylor, because Sheila is still on the loose or whatever. So, I mean, that's it with them. I'm not gonna hold y'all long on it. Like, it was not much with them at all. So then we go to Sheila, my girl over there with Finn, and I said, "Where is Lee? Y'all haven't showed them." Like, y'all completely forgot what was going on, y'all. Like, you haven't showed them. And so Sheila is like, "Finn, why won't you wake up?" Well, maybe you should get his mama there to see why he won't wake up, or get him the medicine. You don't know nothing that he needs. I know she was a nurse, but you don't know what Lee was doing or whatever. I mean, I guess she could go through her notes and everything. But anyway, so she's like, "Finn, wake up, please. Mommy's here. Mommy's here." I'm like, "Girl, Sheila, you my girl, but whew." And so then she started thinking about how she pushed Lee, because Lee was trying to get away from Sheila, and how she knocked Lee off the cliff or whatever when she hit her with the back of her car, and Lee's car caught fire. And she says, "Lee, why did you make me do that? I didn't want to hurt you." I said, "Now, Sheila, now everything is always somebody else's fault." Nobody made you hit Lee's car. Like, yes, Lee was dumb for trying to call the police while she was still in the foyer. Like, what's wrong with you? She should have waited till she got to the car or whatever. But nobody made you chase Lee down and knock her off the cliff. And I can't tell that you felt bad and you didn't want to hurt her, because you did smile. You were smiling when she went over the cliff. So spare me. And you my girl and all, Sheila. And next week I probably won't be this hard on you. But as for today, you are wasting my time. I'm trying to get over here to this wedding. So that's it with Sheila, y'all. She just is trying to get Finn to wake up. She's feeling, I guess she feels bad about what happened to Lee, but I mean, it ain't like Sheila gonna always find an excuse for why she did what she did, and it is what it is. So, baby, we go over here to the wedding, right? So they pick up where they left off. Where okay. And y'all were right, because I said they got married, and y'all said no, they didn't get married. They stalled and waited on Quinn to get there. And I said, oh, okay. And y'all were right, because that's exactly what they did. So Quinn, she jumps off her bicycle, right? She jumps off her bicycle, right, and she runs to the church, right? So she runs to the church, and Paris is looking at Carter. Carter is looking at Paris. They looking at Charlie. Everybody's smiling. I said, well, they had to have gotten married, right? And no, because Quinn comes in, and Carter just feels the force of Quinn at the door. And he looks. Now, Quinn hair got all messed up because she been, and her makeup is smudged because she been crying, and she been in the sand, and she been riding this bike. So Quinn is beautiful, but she's a beautiful mess right now. She's a beautiful mess. So then Carter's like, Quinn, and everybody looks like, and Paris is like, what is she doing here? Carter, make her leave. And then that's when we see it. The ring was still in Carter's hand. I said, uh-oh, Paris, uh-oh. And so then Carter said, Quinn, what are you doing here? And she said, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just had to let you know how I feel. Carter, I couldn't let you go through with this. I couldn't let you go through with it. And Paris says, you need to leave. We are almost done with this ceremony. Carter, tell her to leave so we can finish the ceremony. And Carter's sitting there stuck, because the men on this soap, when they get like this, they don't have nothing to say. So Carter's sitting there stuck, right? He not saying nothing. So Ridge say, Quinn, what's with the theatrics? I can't stand Ridge. What's with stop with all these theatrics. What's going on here? And she said, I came to tell the man. She says, there's no theatrics. I just came to tell the man that I love. Now he can't go through with this, that I love him. He said, yeah, what about my dad? And she said, she showed that ring finger. She said, gone. And Bill said, oh, this about to be good. And Hope is like, what's going on? And Zendaya is like, you should have chose me. And then Miss Grace is like, I told you. I told you. Okay, so then Quinn is looking at Carter, and she tells him Eric chose Donna. He been with Donna and everything, and we decided, we're not gonna make this work because I'm in love with you. And Ridge is like, Donna, what's going on? And she said, Ridge, I don't have time for you. And she said, first of all, you should be happy because you don't like me no way, and you ain't never want me with your daddy. He was like, you right. That's the truth. And she said, so yeah, you should be happy right now with everything that's going on. She said, but I don't have time for you because I got to tell the man, hey, Mila, I got to tell the man that I love, he can't go through with this wedding and everything. And so Ridge sat down, and he's shaking his head. Okay, so then Quinn pours it all out there. Y'all, her speech was exactly what Hope and everybody been telling Carter. She told that man, I love you. This video gonna be long. I love you. I don't want to be without you. You're the man I want to kiss every night before I go to bed. You're the man I want to wake up to. I want to grow old with you. I want to have a family. Well, she didn't say a family, but I'm going to put it in there for her. I want to have a family with you. I want to spend my last days with you. You are it for me. You're the love of my life. I don't want to be with nobody else but you. You are it. You're the one that I love, and that's it. And I said, well, okay, Quinn. And Paris, tell her to leave. We are going to get married. And I said, see, this right here let me know, Paris, you knew that man didn't really love you, and he was just marrying you to get over Quinn, because she said, tell her to leave, and that I'm your future. She's just trying to hold you back. And I said, what is she trying to hold him back for? What's she trying to hold him back for? She's just trying to hold you back. You need to move forward with me, and you need to be with me. And I said, Paris, you knew this man didn't feel like that about you. You already knew it, but you wanted him. So you was like, pick me. I told you she was a pick me woman, and she just proved my point. She's a pick me woman. Even though you're in love with somebody else, pick me. I know you don't really want to be with me, and you're using me to get over your feelings for this woman, but I don't care. Pick me. Like, no, ma'am. So I don't feel I still feel bad for you. I don't feel half as bad as I did feel for you, because you knew this man didn't really want to be with you, and you proved it in your speech. So anyways, Paris is telling Carter, Yeah, come on, be with me. We're almost done with this ceremony. Let's just say the little last few words and get this over with. And Quinn is saying, I love you. Please don't. And Ridge is shaking his head, and Bill is like, what's finna happen? And Miss Grace is just like, I told you. And so then we see that Carter, he takes Paris' hand. And I said, boy, you better not put that ring on that girl's hand, because all you're going to do is cheat on with Quinn if you do it. He takes Paris' hand. And Paris, for a split second, she thought he had chose her. And then he kissed her hand. I said, oh my God. I'm embarrassed for you, sis. He take her hand and he kissed her hand. And then he rub them braids in the side of her face. And he don't say nothing. And his eyes say, I'm sorry. But baby, the way he turned around and looked at Quinn, and his whole face lit up when he looked at Quinn, I said, no, ma'am. And then Quinn ran up to him and he ran to her. I said, y'all will not do this in front of Paris and her family. You talking about cracked face. They ran up to each other and started kissing and all that. And Hope was me in the background, like, I don't want to look at this. I'm sorry for my friend, but what is going on? And so everybody, so Ridge just shaking his head because he like, now you would hurt this girl when I told you not to do this. And you know, her mama go on over there and comfort Paris, Miss Grace, because she gonna need it. And Zende, don't you take Paris back. She didn't want you. Remember that at the end of the day, she had a choice between you and Carter. And she said, I don't want you, I want him. You know, it didn't work out. And that was the Bold and the Beautiful, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Even if you don't subscribe, that's okay. I'll still be doing these videos for you. Y'all have a blessed, safe weekend. And just enjoy your weekend. Bye.